You will never control every outcome, but you can always control the standard by which you act. When your focus shifts from results to integrity, life becomes less about winning and losing, and more about living with consistency and purpose. The mind often confuses urgency with importance, pushing you to react quickly rather than wisely. When you slow down and create space between stimulus and response, you begin to act from clarity instead of pressure. Much of what you call stress is simply resistance to what already exists. When you accept reality as it is, you remove the extra weight created by mental opposition, leaving only what needs to be handled. You are not weakened by difficult moments. You are shaped by how you meet them. Each challenge is an opportunity to practice patience, discipline, and perspective, even if it does not feel that way at first. The desire to control everything creates tension, while the ability to focus only on what is within your reach creates calm. The Stoic path is not about doing more, but about directing your energy wisely. You cannot stop uncertainty from entering your life, but you can stop it from dominating your thoughts. When you accept uncertainty as natural, it loses its ability to disturb your peace. Every thought you entertain repeatedly becomes stronger. When you choose to dwell on negativity, it grows. When you choose clarity and calm, they grow instead. Your mind reflects what you consistently practice. The present moment is often overlooked because it feels ordinary, yet it is the only place where meaningful change can occur. Everything you build, change, or improve begins here. Emotional reactions often feel necessary, but they are rarely useful. When you delay reaction and allow reason to guide you, your decisions become more aligned with long-term stability. You suffer not because life is unfair, but because you expect it to be otherwise. You will never control the pace at which life changes, but you can control the steadiness with which you move through those changes. When your stability comes from within, external shifts lose their power to disturb you. The mind often creates unnecessary suffering by replaying what cannot be changed. When you redirect your focus toward what can still be influenced, you regain a sense of purpose and control. You are not required to resolve every uncertainty before taking action. Often, clarity comes through movement, not waiting. The Stoic approach is to act with reason even when outcomes are not fully known. Much of what feels overwhelming is the result of trying to handle everything at once. When you narrow your attention to the present step, complexity becomes manageable. Life does not become easier when you avoid discomfort. It becomes heavier. Avoidance builds fear, while confrontation builds strength and understanding. You cannot stop emotions from arising, but you can stop them from directing your behavior. That separation between feeling and action is where discipline is formed. The more you expect life to align with your preferences, the more you create opportunities for disappointment. When you reduce expectation, you reduce unnecessary suffering. You are constantly training your mind through repetition. Every time you choose patience over reaction, you strengthen your ability to remain calm in future challenges. The present moment is often overlooked because it seems ordinary, yet it is where every meaningful decision is made. Everything that shapes your life begins here. Fear often expands in the absence of clarity. When you face situations directly instead of imagining them repeatedly, they often become less intimidating. You do not need to eliminate every problem to feel at peace. You only need to stop allowing problems to dominate your inner state.